Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BEamNG.drivE, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called the Compact Map. And with a name like that, I got to show you guys how small the map actually is right from the start. So if we zoom out to about here, you can see the entire map on your screen all at once. And as you see, it is a small map, but there's a lot of things in it. So let's go ahead and get to the truck and start driving. So we start off in this ravine-like area, and if I wanted to, I could try to drive out of this in the totally reckless way where you try to climb up the wall and be a maniac. But if I do that, I would probably flip my truck over, and I don't feel like flipping the truck quite yet. Instead, I'm gonna drive on the road like you're supposed to. Well, I don't know if you could call it a road really, but we're gonna drive in the area between the giant walls and not try to climb up them. But I will try to pop my car up onto its side accidentally over and over and over, as you just saw right there. My heart started to race because I thought I would flip it over. Now, you can actually do this with pretty much any vehicle. I'm just making it look hard. I could have grabbed the regular Ibishu Pessima, like not even the fancy old one, the new one, and it would have made it. So over here, we just have some blocks of sand you could go up and down on. I tried to get the truck actually stuck on it, but I wasn't able to do that earlier. I mean, it looks like it's stuck, but you could always just back down off of it. It's like, why did you want to test that? I really don't know. It just sounded like something fun to test. I wanted to see if I could get it where it was perfectly stuck. But no matter what I did, I was always able to free myself with the regular pickup. If you get a regular car, though, yeah, you can get it stuck, no problem. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get a more regular car. So how about we go with the ETKK series? It's a pretty normal car when you get the KC4T. It looks fast, but it's really not that fast. But it has a lot less ground clearance than the truck, which is what I mostly cared about. So right here, let's see if we can get this thing stuck. Get up on it, and not quite stuck, but we destroyed the front bumper in the process. Why am I trying to get the car stuck so badly? I don't know. There we go. It is stuck. Officially and completely stuck. It's not going anywhere anymore. Anyways, we'll bring this back a bit. And then we are going to go over to the next thing we're going to be taking a look at, which is just a long road with a ramp at the end of it. So we're going to be coming at that from as far away as possible to get as much speed as possible. So that was pretty good. And with this car being a little bit slower, I don't think we'll actually really hit the top of this thing properly. Yeah, we fell off just a little bit early there. But either way, we get to see the car get all beat up. And can it drive still? Yes, it can, amazingly. So that means this thing is ready for round 2, and it's actually driving very straight. It's not perfectly straight, but it's very straight. A lot better than I expected it to do. So round 2, come on. It was starting to struggle right there. I think the exhaust was getting stuck in the sand. But once I got out of the sand, we were able to accelerate again. And round 2, here we go. Keep on driving, come on. Drive shaft broken, this car is done. And let's go ahead and do this with a car that's a little bit faster as well. I don't know why I'm trying to accelerate, I know it's broken. I'll give you guys a quick look at the car, and then we shall move on. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That is a one-way wall. So you see it from that side, but then you go on this side, and it is transparent. Just now noticed that. Anyways, the faster car we're going to use. Let's go 200 BX, and we're going to use the race one because race cars are always fast. Well, that's not true. Like, oh my goodness. Stop doing that. But, Spec Miata race cars aren't that fast, but I've heard they're a lot of fun to actually drive. I wouldn't know because I've never driven one, and apparently, this thing is still stuck in the ground somehow. Does it have something to do with this terrain in particular, maybe, that's causing it? Because I have not respawned a car on this section of terrain before, so let's see. If we're just driving along perfectly fine and we respawn the car, will it still be stuck in the ground? No, so whatever was happening there was just a strange and crazy coincidence. So to get as much speed as possible, going all the way back here, and now that I feel safe respawning this here, we'll do that. And then away we go at as much speed as we can get. I'm hoping just to get 100 miles per hour when we get to the ramp. That's my goal. Where we're going to hit 93-ish. Either way, though, we really came off the ramp that time much better than the other car did. And a lot more fun because the car is bouncing a lot more. Unfortunately, drive shaft broken already. It's not going anywhere, so we'll just reset it and go to the next area, which probably should make me bring out another car, but I'm going to try to use this one anyways. Is this a dumb plan? Oh, for sure, because we're going to be trying to climb a mountain using a race car that was never meant for such a thing. But we're going to try it. I believe in it. So far, it's actually doing it just thanks to the amount of power it has. Like, it's going fast enough up the hill that it's not getting stuck. And, well, there we go. That's the top, and when you get to the top, you got to go down afterwards. So let's just dump this thing into the hole right there. And then it's upside down, so we'll flip it upright and try to roll out of here. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I think we'll actually get stuck in this situation. Yeah, the only way I could get out of here is I actually backed up the entire way, which isn't that far because we flew off of it earlier. And then if we continue along through here for a while, it just kind of circles around the mountain, and I almost flipped over my car right there. Got to not do that. Well, maybe I want to flip my car over because you can flip the car over pretty easily here. So I'm going to try to get it on, let's go this next corner right here. I'm going to flip the car. Just got to get up on the edge and flipped. Perfect. So let's get this thing upright, and then we'll continue along on the edge of the mountain, and that's actually all there was left of it. I thought there was one more side to it. No, there wasn't. That's all of them. There's only 3 that we were going to drive on. Ooh! Something happened right there. My right front wheel is just destroyed. So if I try to go straight, this is what straight looks like right here. That's bad. Let's just chuck this thing into the Hirochi sign if it'll go fast enough. No, that's way too steep to chuck the car at it. But we at least touched it. And I'm still driving this beat up car that I don't want to drive. And hey, is it really stuck? Yes, it is. All right, we're going to just go ahead and bring it back to the regular road. And the engine's still revving up, which sounds kind of funny. There we go. And then we'll go around this area right here, which is kind of like a racetrack type thing where it's just an oval that you could drive on. You have a car with a lot of ground clearance. You could do things where you ride up on the wall. This one doesn't have that much ground clearance, so if you try to do that, you'll flip over. Let's get one with the ground clearance. So we're going to be the crazy fire chief who just really needs to go and put out a fire, and he's going to do it in the craziest way possible by riding up on the walls and, well, starting upside down first off. That's pretty crazy. What I wanted to do is do it like this. It's not exactly smooth, but it is possible to ride up on the wall like that when you go through the corners, which is fun to do. And we'll do one more lap of that, so I try to get a little bit higher up on the wall. I'm afraid to try it, but here we go. Up higher and down without breaking. Perfect. Or flipping, actually. It could have flipped or broke. How would it break? Just because it's a harsh impact going into the mountain like that. You hear a little bit of the glass breaking. You hear a banging. Just be glad that it keeps driving, and there went one of the sideboards to step up into the car. We still got one on the right side, so passengers can't complain, just the driver. And the driver, he's the fire chief. He doesn't complain about anything except fires. Oh no! Can it do it? Can it? This thing has a lot of traction. Like, that looks so steep. I didn't think it would get anywhere near that, but that is mightily impressive. Oh, it's still going. It's gonna make it, and that is nearly vertical, really. That thing was getting so steep. I cannot believe that. I am in shock. It must be the terrain that I'm driving on is really grippy, which is helping me. Give me grippy terrain and hold me onto the mountain and don't let my car fall off. That was super sketchy right there for a second. Again, it's getting sketchy because I keep getting so close to the edge. I don't want to get close to the edge, but I'm afraid of going up onto the mountain and then rolling over. Just go slow. Good solution. Okay, now we can go fast. Because we're off of the mountain and I can have a reckless disregard for things. Go over this little suspension test area. Not really a test for the fire chief. And now let's go ahead and try to roll this thing so I have an excuse to get a new vehicle. Oh, it's not going to roll over. Oh, yes, it is. Awesome. Let's replace this with a rally car. How about we'll do the Bishu Pessima rally version right there. And we'll make it a weird color too. We'll make it cream colored, which actually might work out, or it might look hideous. We'll see. That actually worked beautifully, although it's still stuck on the side, so I'll fix that. And then we got to go back onto this road and continue along. And it seems like when they made this road, they said, how can we make the road as expensive as possible? By going up and down the mountain. Instead of, you know, going around the mountain. Nah, we're going to go up and down it because reasons. I don't know. Sometimes the people who make roads are just that crazy. Oh no, that's not good. Come on, just power through it. Thank you, Ibishu. 3-wheel in it doesn't even matter. Well, I have 4 wheels, but one of them has a pop tire. So it's basically 3-wheel in it as far as I'm concerned. Because I have no idea how much that left rear wheel is actually contributing in this situation right here. Doesn't matter though, because we are just cruising through here, and we are done. What just happened there? Is that one of those little bit evil road transitions right there where it'll just grab your car sometimes? It did it once, and it kind of did it the second time. Let's back this thing up and reset it, and then try that again, see if it'll grab it. So straight ahead, and does it grab it? No. One more try. Straight ahead, and does it grab it? Nope, it's good. I don't want to hit the wall there, but of course, me being me, I end up hitting it. Hey, we're back over here. Let's do this again even faster. I want to use a drag car here because I wasn't happy with how fast the other car went earlier, to be honest. I wanted to go even faster, so we're going to go drag version of the Barstow and really go at this thing. Like, if I don't hit over 100 miles per hour here, I'm quitting right here. 100 plus, there you go. Now this one's going to really go up on it. And, come on, drive shaft. Nope, it broke. But we get to take a look at the damage, which looks kind of funny because we're right inside of the barrier like that. And the engine actually got damaged as well because it turned off. I love the way the front of this car just bends and, well, breaks off half of the time. It's awesome when it does that. Unfortunately, it did not do that here. So that'll about do it for this video because we've done everything there is to do on this map. So until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya, and I'll let you see this crash. Look kind of funky because it hit the invisible, but whatever, it works.